I think I have officially lost the plot, bro. I be getting so caught up that I lose the plot. I feel like every single day I have everything figured out. What I really want from life, how I need to move, who I need to be, what I need to believe about myself. But as soon as I start feeling some type of way, some negative emotion, and some thoughts come into my head, it goes out the window. The goal was never to prove anything to anybody. I feel like that's what I've been trying to do all this time. I've been trying to prove it to myself as well as other people that I am who I say that I am, which is, you know what I'm saying, smart, confident, gifted, knowledgeable, wise, disciplined, any good characteristic you can name. I want to prove that to myself, and I believe it. At least I believe it when I'm in the comfort of my own room and there's nobody to test my confidence or anything else that I'm saying, right? But when I get outside, say for example, and I'm trying to talk to a girl, but I got people around me, I start doubting my ability. In my head already, looking at myself right now on this camera, I'm like, okay, yeah, of course I could get that girl. Ain't no debate about it. But when I get in front of other people, I start overthinking. I start questioning my worth, my skills. Am I really him? What are they going to think when I get rejected? Are they going to laugh at me? Are they going to think I'm pathetic? When my voice shake, when I try to talk to the Jones, they going to think I'm a hoe? No, I can't risk it. So then I don't end up doing what I said I was going to do. You know what I mean? It's the infinite trap that I've been falling into. And I feel like I have officially lost the plot, bro. But I think I found it once again, because everything that I do is for the sake of my ego. I'm realizing that your ego is what you need to keep your sense of self alive. If you're living a false life. Whatever you've been telling yourself for the longest time, you want to believe it. You want to believe yourself to be a certain way so that you can continue to feel good about yourself. That's the purpose that your ego serves. So when anything comes into contact with you that would potentially jeopardize your self-image, your ego is like, no, we don't need that. When any proof comes that you're trash at the thing that you're saying that you're good at, the ego is like, no, bro, that's just some BS, bro. Like, it was because of all these circumstances that you wasn't able to perform up to your best ability. But don't pay attention to none of that. You him. So your ego is what stops you from doing things that would potentially help you grow. That's the thing. You being bad at something, you having the courage to be bad at it in public, in the light, and keep trying regardless of that fact, eventually you're going to get good. There's nothing wrong with being bad, but there's something wrong with staying bad. That is, if it's something that you care about being good at. Say, for example, with me, girls. I'm going to bring it back to girls. You know, bro, that's the number one thing on a young man mind. You know what I'm saying? Getting some hoes, getting some bread. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? So whenever I see a bad joint, I'm over here trying to calculate the perfect line in my head. And when there's people around, I automatically just get negative. I'm like, oh, what if they see you fail? Like, yeah, that just stops me in my tracks. When that was never really the goal. I lost the plot. I was never trying to be the smoothest bull. I was never trying to be the bull who get all the girls. I was only trying to be the bull that goes after the girls he wants, and he don't care about the outcome. He just moves, and he does what he says he's gonna do. Simple as that. And of course, I would want to get better at talking to women, but that's a byproduct of just showing up and doing what I said I was gonna do. If you talk to enough people, you're gonna get good at talking to people, let alone women. If you talk to enough women, you're going to get good at talking to women. And as simple as that. But my emotions begin me fired up. They begin me flared up in my thoughts. It seems like they're really trying to keep me safe, which they are. I feel like that's our brain's purpose, to keep us comfortable. Because for the longest time, change, that joint was it just meant danger. Anything that is unfamiliar is uncomfortable. Your body ain't used to it. So it doesn't want to deal with it. It likes predictability because it already, you know what I'm saying, remembers things that you've done before. Memories of it was stored in your body to the point where your body's like, all right, we know what to expect. We can handle this. We ain't going to die. But when you try to do something unfamiliar and you don't know how the outcome's going to go, your body starts sending, like, you know what I'm saying, like signals to the rest of your brain starts sending signals to the rest of your body talking about, bro, what is you doing, man? Step back, go back to the, you know what I'm saying, the ball pit. You know what I'm saying? How could you get hurt in the ball pit? You know what I'm saying? You know them joints at the amusement parks and stuff for children. Go to the ball pit, sit in that joint, you safe. Nothing bad gonna happen to you. But it's just not good to sit in the ball pit all your life, bro. You gotta get out of that joint. You know what I'm saying? Comfort is good every once in a while, but you gotta push your comfort zone. There's nothing wrong with being comfortable, you know? It's just like, the thing is, right? If you stay uncomfortable for long enough, you will eventually get comfortable at whatever you want to get comfortable at. It may seem intimidating at first. It may seem like the end of the world. You might suck, but if you stick with it long enough, you won't suck no more. No diddy. And that's a fact, bro. That's literally a fact. So everything that I obsess over, everything that I'm worrying about, I just really wonder, bro, when I'm really on my deathbed and I'm thinking back on how I lived my life, do I really want to tell myself, bro, you could have been such a GOAT. You could have been him. If only you had the courage to be seen as who you really was and level up despite what other people might think of you. That'd be great, man. I ain't gonna lie. It's just hard fighting your biology, bro. Your body wants you to stay the same for so much. Your brain wants you to stay the same for so much as well. They just want to keep you like restricted. But the thing is, it wouldn't be rewarding if it was easy. That's the mindset I got to keep, because when my body started getting scared, and I think that's me, I'm kind of like, like I'm scared to do anything. Like I just want to stay safe. So I avoid things without even thinking about it. I'm just compelled to do that because that's just the patterns that I built up over the years, right? But you always do got the choice to do what you need to do, regardless of all that. It might be harder, but you can still make that choice. And it's a trap, yo. It's really a trap, because say, for example, you feel nervous, right? Trying to talk to a girl, and you go and talk to that girl. Not only did you talk to the girl, you did what you said you was going to do, but you had the courage to do so as well. You a man of your word. Good job. But when you get into your body and your nerves, and you don't perform quite as well as you think you was going to perform, that's when your brain going to start telling you, nah, bro, you suck. Don't do that ever again. You trash. You could do it way better. You're never going to get good. And if you're anything like me, if you listen to them thoughts, you start overthinking. You start trying to conjure the perfect thing to say, which just doesn't exist. Let me remind you, nothing in this world is perfect. And then you pass up on opportunities which would be golden for you. If not for the potential gain that you would receive, say, for example, talking to a joint, if you try and get a joint, you might gain, or you might, yeah, bro, have some good times. But not only do you gain that, but you also gain the experience, which is what I tell myself that I want. But when I get nervous, I start thinking, no, you really wanted the girl. You know what I'm saying? No, you really wanted to protect your image. You really wanted to stay safe. Like, bro, it's just an infinite glitch, an infinite trap. And I'm getting tired of it. At a certain point, I just got to make a decision to break through. And I'm making that decision today. I be overthinking. I don't want to do it no more. I've made steps to get better. Today, I made myself proud. I ain't gonna lie. Normally, I don't really talk to people, what's it called? Like strangers like that. But I've been making random conversations with people. I seen somebody that I ain't seen in a minute, and I was just like, hey, you was that person, right? And then we rekindled, kind of, almost. It was cool, bro. Like, normally I wouldn't even do nothing like that because I'm scared of the outcome. I'm scared of looking weak, like a little boy. But at the end of the day, as long as you love yourself, it really don't matter. You might feel like the world is ending in that moment if you're anything like me. When you feel your heart racing and you feel your body shaking, it just feels like you're not in control. But you always have yourself to return to. Know that. Those emotions, that feeling, them thoughts, they will dissipate after a while. You just got to give yourself the chance to get through it. You got to go through it to get through it. Eventually, they won't have as much as a hold on you. They'll still be there, most likely, but you're more likely to go past them. When you've shown yourself that you can do it before, you're probably going to do it again, especially if you like to see improvement, if you gain confidence in your abilities, if you really realize that none of this stuff really matters as much as you think it does. You're your own worst critic. Nobody's really paying attention to you as much as you're paying attention to yourself. And if they is, they dicking you. Tell them stop dicking you. Indeed. Mind their own business, live their own life. Yeah, get off mine. I just wanted to come on here, let y'all know what I've been at, what keeps stopping me. I'm trying to be overly perfect. I lost the plot. Being perfect was never the goal. It was just being the bull that do what he said he gonna do and acting on his desires and living authentically, fully like himself without wondering or worrying about what people think, because that feels like freedom to me. I want to be free, and I will be free. Let me know what y'all think of the topic in the comment section down below. Let me know if y'all can relate. I would be very interested to hear any stories y'all want to say. I think this is something we can all relate to in some capacity. I feel like in every person's life, they have something that they've been saying they want to do, but something's holding them back from fully committing. So let me know if that's the case for you in the comment section down below. Like the video, comment, subscribe. Appreciate y'all watching as always. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Love y'all. Peace.